YouTube'dan izleyen arkadaşlar, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt'ın 61. bölümüne hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Hepimiz yerden devam. Şimdi 3 tane yere gideceğiz. Birisi hemen önüm, bir tanesi aşağıda. Bir tane direkt bununla etkileşime geçersem görev bitebilir herhalde. Diğer yerleri bir inceleyeyim.
I've had enough of living.
Eternal fire,
Bana da o.
Father of all.
Hey, there are mouse droppings in this bread.
The eternal fire protects us. Hey, handsome.
Ya boğazına var ya dayı.
Human brazier. This time of year? A brazier. This time of year?
That him.
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Ölüyor lan. Fakir kasabanın ne alaka ya?
Shit. You're carrion! Fucking come on! Together now! Kill the horse! Try me, prick.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back! Ugh!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Kız var ya saliseler içerisinde böyle 3-4 tane duyguyu aynı anda bana yaşattı ya. Arkadaş
You and
mısınız?
Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give her pouring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Tek kurban Priscilla değil, bunu biliyor.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Hoşça kal.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Oh, my head's ringing. Got a problem?
A brazier. This time of year? A brazier. This time of year?
Buna baktım ya.
Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
Bu kadar
What do
mı?
you want?
Yıldırım iksiri içtim yanlışlıkla ya. Diğer cesedin öldüğü yeri inceleme. Hiç değil mi?
Anyone home?
Be gone, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer. Looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on, come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Ha, buçukluk bu. El kulakları var. Sevimli yaratık.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. But better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
Peki sen?
So who might you be?
Maver hoş geldin
Stiff's
hocam.
brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Yeah, mate. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to
Bunlar
Manhattan.
mı sevimli oğlum?
Near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Düşmanı var
Your
mı?
brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenfurt, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleating orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Aga be.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Yemin ediyorum her yerde ırkçılık var ya.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Aye.
Oymalarınıza baktım. Benim için atölyeni aç. Atölyede mi var?
Had a look at your sculptures.
And? Lifelike, aren't they?
The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that would crush her back. Whittle him down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap.
Adam akıllıymış. Tabi
And
satar.
sell they did. till one sermon at the temple, and the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Myers sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
Şerefsiz babası. Öyle
Mind
yani.
if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Ya arkadaş. Türk de boyu var gidip kafanın sıkıntı bir tane vuracağım. Arkada not var. Dur arkadaki notu alacağım bekle. Kaygılı yurttaşım vaazı. Unutmayın iyi yürekli insanlar. Ateş hem bir nimet hem de bir lanet olabilir. Ateş alevleriyle ısıtabilir, ateş besinimizi hazırlayabilir, ateş karanlığın dehşetlerini def edebilir. Ama aynı zamanda ateş kavurur, yakar ve dağlar. İşte bu yüzden ebedi ateş ve onun emriyle ahenk içinde yaşamalıyız. Her kim onun verdiği derslere kulak asmayı beceremez, kim onunla dalga geçerse aynı kişi hayatını onun alevleri içinde kaybeder. Öğüdümü ciddiye alın iyi yürekli insanlar, yoksa yaptıklarının sonuçlarını biçersiniz. Kaygılı yurttaş. Kimmiş bu yurttaş? Öpecik. Dırırırı.
More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood, left a few stains behind.
Lan dur.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Set toplayıcıya gitmeden önce şurayı bir soyalım. Aa burada bir şey daha var.
Eyes, humanoid, completely rotten. Nothing here.
Ben gidiyorum dayı.
Cheated me. Some actually wasted your So, how do you go with this thing? I've been a bit up one. Looking to make some coin too. I fucked up once. Blood came out my ears. Look.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Gidiyoruz ya işte.
Means bandits dropped them. Plain as that. Bloody bandits.
You, Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no art. One of them, right? No
Adam o kadar
purse
alışmış ki güle oynaya ceset taşıyor ya. Bir yarana sahip başka cesetler de mi topladın?
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow.
Neydi?
Slippery sow, they called her, on account of the...
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
Aleykümselam Berk. Ne oldu? Niye geri geldin?
You search Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish.
Mal oluyorlar ya.
Trifles, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment, that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Eşşoğlu eşek.
Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Keşke öldürseymişiz ya.
Sold off. Don't know nothing else.
Şerefsiz. Askere bak, karı gibi korkuyor ya. Vurduk mu çocuğu? Ya yok. Bir önceki ölen kurbanın üstüne insan derisinden Priscilla yazmış. Sonraki yapacağı kişinin. Bu şerefsiz de bütün parayı cebe indirmiş. Mektubu da doğru kişiye verseymiş belki Priscilla'ya hiçbir şey olmayacakmış. Yani işte öğrenseymiş ona saldıracağını, yalnız gitmezdi hiçbir yere. Bu gerizekalı soyacağım diye kimseye de söylememiş.
I've had enough of living.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Yok be oğlum. Pezemekten bir şey olmaz. Kenardakini bulamadık hala.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Önce bizim önceki dayıyla konuşalım.
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Evet, depoyu kilitlemeyi niye unuttun? Yani depoya bir şey mi oldu? Bir de ondan mı bıçakladı? Niye ya? Kurban kim?
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. By the way, you and von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had him sent to prison. You see, Joachim led the student protests in 1242, a senseless and brutal revolt. People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision.
Ha, bizi buradan kovan papazım
Joachim
diyor.
had been my
Olabilir.
favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
How old's Von Gratz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Senin yaşı kaç? Diğer yaşlı mora 40, 50, 60 dedik. Bunun yaşını sormadık.
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment.
Bak yine sonraki kişinin ismi yazıyor.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Sadece ismini yazmış üstüne. Sus falan mı?
Till next
İyi
time.
de o yaşlı bunağın öğretmeniymiş bu. 30'dan daha fazla
Right,
bence.
cock up.
Önceki geldiğimiz bir tane bunak vardı ya. Onun öğretmeniymiş bu. Ondan dedi ya geri o seçeneğe tıkladım. Yani adam yaşlı, bu biraz genç duruyor. Ya tam tersi olması lazım. Adam dedi ya işte ölülerle uğraşa uğraşa oradaki şeylerden falan sorulmuş herhalde. Tabi bilmiyorum, ben pek inanasım gelmedi adama.
Show us what you bring in. The cleansing has come. The fire shall sear the boils, consume all sinners.
Biz ne ara 21 olduk ya. Tatili bulup biz de şey yaparız ya. Bugün burada bitiririz. 6.30'a geliyor zaten. Açın kapıyı işte ya.
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my arse out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Yes.
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now, I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
Bir katil patika eserde kurban olarak belirledi. Açıklayacak zaman yok.
No time to explain. Trust me, please.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis
Kız
of
koş koş.
a rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square. uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Why the googly eyes? Got a case of the bloat.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
Lan aç aç.
Just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Geberecek anan, şimdi haberi yok ya. Tank hoş geldin.
He ran out the other door. Catch him!
Oğlum kadına ne yapmış lan?
Damn, you're ugly.
Spread out! Murderer's still here! There he is! Get him!
Lan salaklar, ben değilim ya. Lan nereye gitti o?
Die, mutant! Halt! Or I'll put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Mal.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
Agnar the Beast, hoş geldin. Aleykümselam.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Fahişe ve dilencilerden sıkılmış olabilir. Çünkü anneniz ebedi ateşi saygısızlık etmiş. Bilmiyorum diyeceğim
I
abi.
don't know. Too early to draw any conclusions. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught.
Yarmış.
Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Şehvet günahları ne ya? Unutmayın iyi yürekli insanlar. Ateş yoluna çıkan her şeyi yiyip bitirir. Kimseyi bağışlamaz ve hiçbir şey için durmaz. Ateş yoksul veya prens, insan veya değil, zayıf veya kudretli bir günahkara ayırt etmeden yakar. Yine mi lan bu? İnsan veya ne diyor? Her kim onun emirlerini çiğner, kilisenin öğütlerine kulak vermez, sahte tanrılara tapınırsa alevler içinde küle dönüşecek. Ebedi ateşin hakikati içinde yaşayan kutsal adamları dinleyin çünkü onlar sizin çobanınızdır.
Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
Sıkıntı yok ya. Ne? Daha bitireceğim. Biterse de bitmezse de. Hayır, bu kadar korunan yere o adam nasıl girdi, ben onu anlayamadım. Hadi.
Sit
Yeah.
down.
Unutmayın sevgili insanlar, bir ateş bir kez yakıldı mı söndürülemez. Yoluna çıkan her şey yutar ve sadece her şey küle döndüğünde hiddettiler. İnsanlar bu güçten kaçamaz. Önünde boyun eğerlerse, yüreklerine girmesine izin verirlerse onlar da küle döner. Vicdanınızı yoklayın ve kilisenin emretlerine uygun yaşayın. Kefaret vakti geçmeden önce. Kesin o papaz yaptırıyor bunları.
The thinking castle will see royals of maids in their homes.
Yüce, selam.
How can I be of service?
Döviz bozmak istiyorum.
Got some coin I'd like.
You've come to the right.
Geldi bir.
What can I do?
Hank, daha önceden oyunu hiç oynamadıysan ya fikrini beyan edebilirsin, sıkıntı yok.
Scandalous!
Oynayıp biliyorsan söyleme.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them. Wide by tomorrow, what you can...
Care to say me? Wanna dip your dingle? This
Ya
life.
kaç şuradan.
Sometimes it's a handful.
Katım var la
Can't
bunun.
find any better. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Man.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Al
Yet
işte.
again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
Dene lan.
Try it, you bastard. Bad idea.
Oh,
You're free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If not for you.
kadın ne hale getirmiş ya.
He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh, God, it gave me the shivers.
Keşke öldürmeseydik.
So hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to. And he was hitting the poker in the fire.
Calm down. He won't hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
Valla be, umurumda değil ya. Öğreniriz, bir şekilde hallederiz. Ceset nereye gitti oğlum? Abi bence geri sar, öldürmemeyi dene. Oğlum niye ya? Bu tercihlerle oynayayım. Orada bilgi alma seçeneği de vardı. Gördüm yani ama basmadım.
Snake eyes. Got a snake's tongue as well.
People, help me!
Dur lan.
Mutant.
Yeah? Let's do this quick.
Mutant.
Maybe painful.
What?
Adamdan görev alacaktım. Niye öldürdünüz?
Get out of my sight.
Lan niye öldürdün adamı?
You carrion! I want him alive! Alive! On it!
Don't do it.
Oh.
What the?
Let's do this quick. Quick.
I want him alive! Alive! On it!
Aranıyor. Elinde büyülü eşya olan 3 ay. Nesneler tehlikelidir. Yasaklanmıştır ve derhal yok edilmelidir. Lucy, tilki olarak tanınır. Funagadas'ta köprünün yanında saklanıyor. Brit, eğri evin yanında saklanıyor. Walter, en son Oya Holler'da kokuşmuş konu yakınlarında görüldü. Haydutlar esir edilemedi. Direnmeleri halinde oldukları yerde öldürülmeli.
Don't do it. Good fight. Help.
Come closer. Don't be shy. You'll find. How could you?
Adam öldü. Ne yapacağız şimdi?
White one. Take a gander over here.
Görev aldın mı? Nerede ya? Kapatılmış navigat mı? Tamam şu. Abi bence net sorgulamaydık o adamı ki başını bulaydık o şeyler. Ya içime ukde koyacaksın değil mi Bert yani? Ya illa geri aldıracaksın.
Cost you double in the rain.
Oğlum sen daha önce oynamadın mı?
Got my eye on you, white one.
Yok mu? Ya arkadaş bu nasıl bir şeysin sen ya? Hiç yapmak istemediğim bir şey yaptırıyorsun bana ya.
Exhausted and tired, Siri collapsed in the swamp.
Var ya, sorgulayacağız. Hiçbir şey söylemeyip deyip bana dalarsa var ya.
The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Çünkü biliyorum böyle dallamaların hiçbir şey söylemez ki. Yine aynı yere varacağız ha. Buraya da yazıyorum ya. Valla YouTube'dan izleyenler hep bu şu chatte gördüğünüz İve ne Kusim var ya, hep o Berkitiko bizim eski, hep onun yüzünden. Dövebilirsiniz karışmıyor. Sen nereye ya? Buradan geri git şimdi bir daha. Ya YouTube'muş pis herif. Bence bulamayacağız. Adamla konuştuktan sonra bölümü orada bitireceğim.
The thinking customer will see right away what the best deal with this sort of...
Sweet Nettie.
Won't find any better. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains.
Errol, positively divine performance. You'd normally make a splendid mama.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me. And I so dislike being
Ayak
disturbed.
kulak, hoş geldin.
I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
Duydun mu ne dedi?
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Ah.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims. I know how they end. You don't stop. Not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk. calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay.
Evet, bu bölümde burada bitti arkadaşlar. Çünkü oyun kapandı. Lanet olasıca oyun kapandı. Bu arada devam edeceğiz.